And in the meanwhile, we'll talk a little bit about the topic. The topic is, what's the topic, Val?
The topic is the differences between men and women. Oh,
my Lord,
we're going there.
We're gonna have to.
We're going there. The differences between men and women. OMG. Look at that great picture of you. That's the thumbnail. OMG. So we're going live on YouTube. And of course, we're live on YouTube. Okay, so of course we've got live on The Witch and the Wizard, live on Valerie Love on YouTube. We're just live all over the place. We're doing
it up.
We doing the thing.
We're living it up.
We are doing the thing. And you know, YouTube, woo, we have also come to the awareness that we have to do this a whole lot earlier, huh? We come to that awareness that we've got to do this a whole lot earlier. So thank you, Blog Talk Radio. I need prayer. All right.
All right.
We're going to do some prayer for you now. We can do
that.
Hi,
Miss Selena.
Look at our peeps coming in. Our peeps are coming in on YouTube. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Hi, Utah. How you guys doing? Miss Christina and
you look
Utah.
Amazing. She said you look amazing. Who's talking about me or
she's talking about
the witch
you?
Or the wizard?
She's talking about the witch. Who else would she be talking about? There's no one else that be looking amazing here.
It was the wizard. The wizard is looking amazing.
No,
the wizard is looking amazing. The wizard looks like Jesus Christ, don't he?
No.
That's what we always tease.
We all have Jesus
I am
in
great.
us.
You great? Good. The witch. Oh,
Brandon
she said
Jones.
witch.
Of course she's saying the witch. We didn't have to ask that. She tried to fix it. You both look amazing. But we'll get back to you guys in a second or two because we have the Blog Talk Radio and we want to bless. We want to bless them. Where's the things here?
Bring up the chat. I'll bring up the chat.
Or here on this one.
Okay.
So
for the Witch and the Wizard channel, right?
So when we're talking about the differences between men and women, there are so many different aspects of it that we can look at. What are you looking at, or would you like to start digging into?
Well, first off,
that's the Witch and the Wizard.
Yeah, that's the Witch and the Wizard live chat. So first off, we are talking about this because this is one of the biggest issues in relationships, especially with men and women. They have differences in communication, differences in mental, emotional states, and differences in sexuality. And so we're going to take on those three. Yes? Take on those three?
We could do that.
So first of all, differences in communication. And I feel like we need to say a prayer first before we begin. Should we say a prayer? Because it might get hot in her.
or we can wait for 11:11 and make a couple wishes.
Ooh, yippee. So we got watchers on Valerie Love, and we got viewers on the Witch and the Wizard channel. We are so grateful for you. We love you. We love you.
Yes, we do.
Oh my God, we love you. So we're really grateful. So let's say a prayer, shall we?
Yes.
So deep breath, our peeps, deep breath. And Spirit, we simply ask for wisdom and guidance for all our viewers, for everyone watching, for everyone listening on Blog Talk Radio, for all of us to come into higher awareness in our relationships, greater awareness, deeper understanding, greater wisdom, and deeper love connection, amazing love connections for everyone. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. And so it is.
Nice.
Yes. Hi, my loves. Hello.
Hi.
This is Gracie.
What's up, Miss Gracie? Now that we know it's you.
Oh, Gracie, look, wow, Wizard, this is so freaking smart.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if you're a genius.
So, no, I'm not. If I was, you're going to have to wonder. Anyways, so you said communication.
Yes.
Okay, so let's...
Communication style. So what's the difference between communication for men and women? We already know. Women they say something like 8,000 words a day. I believe 8,000 words a day.
A minute.
Men use about 2,000 a day. So right there, the woman is... I heard someone say, tell me if this is right or wrong, Never say a sentence to a man longer than 7 words because they really don't want to hear all that. They don't want to hear a lot of say it what it is and be done with it. Is that accurate?
What was that? I stopped listening to
After
this.
7 words.
At the 8th word.
That's what they said. They just tune right out. They ain't listening to all of that. It's too much.
I think it depends.
Yeah,
You know, I'm so crazy because I'm always looking at. It's hard to understand like how the human mind works and like how social aspects and like experiences kind of taint or strengthen. You know, like there's always a basis. So let's talk about the basis of it because it's like astrology. Like there's always a base. There's always a core. There's always a spine, and it's usually on point. The reason I say usually is because your experiences can change things. You know, were you born more into the following month or the previous month? You know, were you abused as a child? Did you grow up in a tough neighborhood? You're loving, but now you grew up in a tough neighborhood, so now you're hard as a rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, so I guess we'll talk about the typical. Ooh, my shirt's. We'll talk about the typical stuff. Well, I think the thing is with men is that it just depends. I don't think that men don't have it in them, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. They have it in them to really listen and really, of course, I know because the men in my life, they listen to me. They absolutely listen.
I'm so sorry. Hey, of course. Well, let's look at this. Ladies out there, how many times don't you meet a man that's a Prince Charming, he's a great listener, and everything before he gets the cookies?
Oh, yeah. But then
so,
post cookies.
So that if he can do that during that time, that means the capability is there, right?
The capacity to do it. Whoa.
He has the capacity, right? Now,
that's a good one.
Now, what I think it is too is that women are marathon runners.
We keep going.
Y'all consistent with it, and you keep it moving. Us, we're like. We're out of breath. We need some water. Like, you still going? And I'm saying
do
us,
I have to still keep going with you?
And I'm saying us because I'm speaking in general terms. Because y'all know, the people that know me know I can talk. I'll talk and listen all day.
You can talk. You're very conversational.
We can go at it.
For real. Oh, for real.
We can break it down. We can do all that.
Absolutely. And it's stimulating to have good conversation with really intelligent people. I love that. It's stimulating, mentally stimulating.
Yeah. So talk about the women's conversation piece.
Because I think women treat men like women. Like we want our man to be like our women.
With everything.
We're treating the man like our girlfriend, and your man is not your girlfriend. Your girlfriend is your girlfriend. Not always. True, right?
Because I'm girlfriend material.
You're kind of girlfriend because you with the Ross and the shopping and the TJ Maxx and you hang in the store longer than I do. I'll be like, okay, I'm ready. And he's like, one more thing. You know, you're looking through each rack. What do you think about this?
So I leave a place and I see another store. I'm like,
yo, what about it?
Yeah.
Do not let him see TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, Burlington. Is Burlington one of them too? But Ross.
Sometimes they have some good shoes.
Beeline on Ross. Like the car will be going straight, and Ross. So that definitely. You got that part.
That definitely was.
Yeah, that's a good part. That's good. That's really good. But now, my question is, what is the best way for a woman to communicate with a man? Like, if you were to say the ideal way.
Put on a pair of underwear.
Oh, okay. What happens when you're fully clothed? Like, what?
No. I mean, put on a pair of underwear. Like, get in his shoes.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Get it done. Just like he knows how to listen when he's trying to get in the pants.
Yeah.
And he shows some of those skills that you're like, what happened to that guy?
Yeah, where is that dude?
What? We used to talk all the time.
We used to talk.
Yeah. Get in his pants and get into where he is. Because a lot of times, there's always communication is such a huge issue because we're always planning. We have the fear of what might happen and what might not happen. We have this, we have that. And we create all these stories and all this difficult stuff. If you can just say, this is what I want, get it done. Are you doing it or not?
Oh, so that's how you directive.
Yeah,
it's more directive.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
It's like when your partner says, "Oh, well, or you say, "Hey, can you get Johnny or whatever?" Oh well, let me just go ahead and put my shoes on and get dressed, and I'm gonna have to walk down there and knock on the person's door and just say, "I don't want to get it. Can you get it?
Right.
Can you?" Or no, or we don't even hear all that. Just, dude, you go get Johnny. I don't want to get Johnny. Like, I'm tired. I'm chilling. I'm watching soap operas or praying or whatever. Or make something up.
Yeah, make something up. But a lot of women don't want to do that because they don't want to sound like a bitch. So they don't.
That's another problem. But
right, that is a problem because we don't always want to say, and a lot of times women are trained to be nice girls, right? Oh, be nice, don't hurt people's feelings, blah, 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 blah. That's how I was trained and raised until I saw that that wasn't the way to live life. Say what you mean, right? Say what you mean.
That was not helping.
Yeah, that wasn't helpful. And so if we don't say what we mean in every sphere of life, it's going to be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, right?
Black Phoenix.
Yeah. Ugh.
Elaborate on that,
nice.
Black Phoenix.
Yeah. Learn to be nice. Don't hurt people's feelings, all that. The truth does not always feel good. Like they say, the truth sets you free, but first it pisses you off. Being nice is so annoying sometimes. Isn't it?
Oh my God, it is
annoying.
It is to me too.
Who needs somebody to be nice? But I used to be nice to you, and you used to get mad when I would be nice.
I'm like, just tell me what it is.
Just tell me what it is.
Just tell me what it is.
Because people can feel when you're being nice.
Oh, you're so nice. I don't need to hear all that. Thank you very much.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't need words of affirmation. But
that's not my love language, John. That's what you say. That's not my love language.
Yes, I like that. Walk where Jesus walked.
Yes.
So but the part of the being nice thing is another sign, and shows us like where society puts us. And this is where the issues are, where society has created these divisions and these roles, and the woman has to be nice and the man is aggressive and this. And it's not even like that. Like, like when you're in a relationship, you fill things out and you balance things, however it is. If she doesn't talk much, you can do the talking. You can get things I can't see. But being nice is not always what's effective. I mean, just be effective. Just get it done. You know what I mean? So being nice is not a must. Just being real and making it work, however that looks.
So be directive. Don't be nice, but yet be respectful.
Well, yeah, but we're not saying we can't say to them because it depends how their relationship is going. Or what kind of relationship it is.
I'm crying a bit because I'm so thankful. Oh, that is beautiful.
We're so thankful that you're so thankful as well.
Beautiful.
Yes, we are. We appreciate you. And we appreciate that you're thankful with everything that you're thankful about. And
I like when men are emotional. That shows you care. Wow.
Yes, and you're absolutely right. And guess what? Most men that care, I don't care how tough they are, they're gonna be emotional.
Yeah.
Because caring is something that's real and it comes from love, and you can't stop love and hold it. If a man's really able to do all that, either he has some major issues that he has to work on, or he doesn't really care in that sense.
And it is beautiful.
Yes, it is very beautiful.
I find that men are very emotional. I don't know why people say that they think men are not emotional.
Because they don't show it. We're usually more emotional.
Yeah, I find men to be very emotional. My Christian friends don't accept me and my metaphysical friends don't accept me. I don't care how nice I am. Stop being nice. Because you know what? Being nice also has the element of needing external validation, needing to be approved of. That's when we want to be nice. A fear of losing love is at the bottom of that. So all of that stuff, don't be nice. Don't be way too nice. Calais Alina says she's way too nice. Don't be nice. Don't be nice. Speak the truth. Share what's really going on for you. And speak the truth respectfully. But nice is not required. You know, in the Bible, nice is not required. Love is the only commandment. Love, that's it. Not being nice and not being, having to have it be sweet. That's not a requirement. And being liked is not a requirement. Right?
No, it's not. But I also don't want to pull away from everything in the sense of, I don't want to say don't be nice.
Don't be nice.
I want to say be effective. We just talked about this weekend when I went out with some friends and there were some situations that we might not necessarily go into it. But it wasn't about being nice or not. It was about being appropriate in the appropriate time and place. There's an appropriate time and place for most things. And nice doesn't always get it done. I think you have to be more effective than nice.
This is interesting. What's the topic? The topic is, I love that. Oh, the choker's on point. Thank you.
She's wearing the bracelet too.
Jewelry today. My love too.
The topic is the difference between men and women, and we're in the communication part of it. Australia, because Australia.
Yeah, Australia. So. Lovely. So we were talking about being directive with the communication between when women are communicating with men, not being nice when they're trained to be nice girls, and yet being respectful and say the truth. Say what's really going on for you. Most women, they have a hard time with their voice. They just don't use their voice. Most women haven't found, a lot of women that I know have not even found their voice. You ever meet women like that?
No, definitely. And again, that's usually an issue with like how they were raised or society issues and stuff like that. And it's really crazy how you can see it in the home and in the person, and everybody doesn't know it, and which is what's like more amazing, because you don't know it until it's brought out by somebody else or something else or an issue that arises. I went through that this weekend as well.
Wow. Yes. Always keep a level
Dwayne,
of respect.
Yes, you're right.
Oh my goodness.
Afraid to be rejected and speak your mind. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that's, I think, why men speak their mind more. We get rejected so often.
So y'all don't have that
We're
fear
reckless
anymore.
with it sometimes. But
maybe we need to be more reckless with it, maybe, and let it out a little bit more, you know. I find that more women are more repressed than they are the other direction. Like some women, you have to provoke them to being real, to really let it out. They're not tending to let it out right in the beginning. Simply state the truth, unless you go through a lot of personal development, you know, a lot of personal development. So now what about this emotional mental stuff? Because we talked about men are emotional and it comes from love. And they say that men are more logical than women. What say you about that, Lizzie?
I think we're more logical. Let's not, again, I'm speaking generally, because I really feel that I'm not in alignment with what the general mold of a man is, emotionally and logically. Do you agree?
Yeah, you don't fit the typical male.
Not the typical male.
No, you do not.
What's crazy is that I have a different combination. I have like a vast combination and a wide range. Like,
you do, yeah.
I could be in the White House. Or we can go down an alley and thug it out with some people.
Yes, we can.
I have no problems. I'll put my Timbs on
and stop with the big girls.
And my True Religion jeans. And we can do it.
how you want to roll? Because I can roll either way. How you want to do this?
I gotta go to homecoming. My frat best want to come down. We come down. But I think it's because we're less emotional, and the part of it is that, you know, our testosterone and our way of being, we're less emotionally connected to some things in comparison to women. So we're able to see things in black and white more in some sense. Like, this is what it is, this is what it's not. This is what it's not going to be. You know what I mean? Unless we think with our other head. And that's the emotional weakness we might have. But women, women are
doing the thinking.
Yeah, women are more caring.
Oh, less likely to be direct with those that I care about.
Nice. Logic is geared more towards true than getting even. Ooh, I like that, Dwayne Richardson. You're absolutely right.
You know what I also read? I also read that men tend to, in their minds, like the mind of a man and the mind of a woman, men tend to put things compartmentalized, and women just have this big old wide open field where everything's like connected. Yeah, like our kids are in there. And men seem to have things more compartmentalized. Like, this is my work thing, and this is my this thing, and this is my that.
You're my friend at work,
right? And we women just let our stuff kind of roam or swirl around. One is not better than the other, just different. Is that accurate? I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a general sense, zodiac signs seem crazy.
Oh,
yeah, they do. They do.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
and
women multitask. Women
do.
can do more things than one. I noticed that a man can only do one thing really well at a time.
Men. Most
oh,
men.
It's not you know.
No, that's me too. That's me too. That's me too. And it just depends if it's you read that because I can't.
Okay.
It just depends what it is because if I put everything into something, I can't put everything into a lot of things. I go all in. I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? But back to the question of the zodiac sign. Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, I believe that the zodiac sign is very accurate. So there's a lot attached to it, but it's never 100% because people change. People have traumatic experiences. People grow. People are raised in different areas. You know, you can't say an Aquarius that's raised in the hood in Detroit, in the heart of Detroit, is the same as an Aquarius that was raised in Beverly Hills. I mean, there's going to be some toughnesses, some more emotional sides, or whatever it is. I mean, depending on your environment and the psychosocial things that you're exposed to.
Oh, you're a Pisces? Wow. Wow, Pisces. That was Christ. Christ was a Pisces.
Yes,
Dwayne. Well. Jesus Christ is a Pisces.
Dwayne said build it on a brick wall, one brick at a time. Perfect brick wall.
I'm not sure what that means, but
I have a pretty good idea. Dwayne.
Oh, you get it. So, that's man law. So what about this man law?
That's my man, 50 grand.
Oh.
I just met him, but I love him.
Already.
So how does all of this, because this is the Tantra talks anyways. Let's go into the motions of in the ocean. How does all of this tie to the sex though?
Oh.
And the Tantra.
There's the next way. Men and women are different. Because you know what they showed?
Dwayne, she got the slap the other one up. One brick at a time, Dwayne. Perfect wall.
I don't know what you and him are doing, but y'all clearly doing your own thing.
Gemini. Greg is a Gemini. What's up,
Gemini,
Greg? Yeah.
Gemini. So this sex thing, they showed this diagram, right? To a man's sexual experience.
Straight
it was
down
a straight line, right. And it showed a woman. It was one of those memes. It was so hysterical, like to get to the cookies. Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What? That you do that naturally.
Wait,
we were talking about that last week.
But I'm super emotional, right? You think, right? Right?
Yeah,
and sensitive and all that.
That's beautiful.
But for me, it is a straight line.
It's still a straight line.
Straight to the penis.
Straight down.
Straight to the penis.
That's it.
Leave me alone. Don't touch me.
Straight down.
And I'll tell you, that's a perfect example of socialization and the psychosocial aspect of what can change some of your personality and your traits. Because for me, I'm very like detailed, like sensitive, emotional.
Super emotional too.
I'm very into good. So I'm more into like the energy and like making it perfect, and I want her to melt, and you know, like I want her to be like, oh God, just put it, please, just put it in. But for me, I don't want any of that. For me, like for me, if you're
just
happy,
cut straight to the chase.
If you're pleased, I'm like, dumb. I done did my job. I'm like, yeah. I did that. All of that was me. Right here, yeah. No, I didn't get pleased yet, but it's all good. Because I did my job. That's all I'm here for. So
that's the Latin lovers, but not everybody's
no, because people want to get pleased. But I think it is like that mixed with like having a string of maybe selfish lovers in the past. That I don't like massages and I'm not used to it. And it's not necessary because I never did that, because when I was learning and doing things, I did everything. This was my show. I was like hosting, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm about to take care of all of this.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, by the time it was my turn, like, you know, person's laid out or And so that's part of the psychological aspect of it, that I give the opposite of what I want, but it's because that's probably what I was used to. You know what I mean? In those stages.
I don't think I understand what you mean by that. Say more about that, because I'm really want to understand more about
What
that.
do you mean you don't understand?
Like you give not what you would want, and the reason for that was psychosomatic from when you were growing up. What do you mean by that?
No.
Oh.
What I'm saying is the repetitive nature of not receiving became a norm.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's how we function.
Yeah, so that's like when I give, when we, and then in our retreat, when we talk to the men about stuff, one of the things that I make sure that I teach the men is a psychological aspect of not having an orgasm too early or being able to hold it. You have to be psychologically prepared for that, and you have to psychologically practice that. If you just jump off and get your rocks off and you're done in 5 minutes, your body gets used to that.
That's true.
Yeah,
because it's all like it's in the nervous system.
Yeah, it's like it's muscle memory.
And it's like, muscle memory.
Oh my God, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah. Your intellect like, hurry up, bring the sperm. We're almost at 5 minutes. Work. And it makes you tired.
It does make them tired.
So no, she's talking about the women.
The women.
But she's talking about me with the women. But so that repetitive nature, boom. So like I cannot get anything, and I'm fine. I'm like okay.
And then what happens?
Okay. What do you mean?
Just be unfulfilled or what?
It doesn't matter, because to me, pleasing someone, if I'm with somebody,
is fulfillment.
Yeah,
it is. It is definitely fulfillment.
It is.
Absolutely.
And in a sense, it's orgasmic now.
It's very orgasmic.
Now, don't get it twisted. You're not gonna jump off at that every time.
We create this a habit, right?
Yeah. Use your hands or something. All right. Yeah.
You know, this speaks to unselfishly thinking of your loved one. Yes.
Yes, Dwayne Richardson.
Yeah, you know, my girlfriend. I have one of my minister sisters.
And I'll get back to your thing too. Go ahead.
She said she loves. Let me say this in a way that. Well, let me just say it how it's coming to me. She loves sucking dick, and this is why. Because she said it feels so powerful to have that ability to bring so much pleasure to a person in that experience.
Oh my God.
That it's like a high. Like you can see that what you're doing is taking a person somewhere.
Elsewhere,
And that is like, she's like, it's like ultimate power.
Yeah. And so to answer back to Dwayne, to Dwayne, that's what I was gonna say. You're absolutely right. That's unselfish. But to some people, it's totally self-centered and selfish.
Because they're getting something from it.
Yeah. And for me, I don't know, because actually you asked me one time. You was like, "All right, does that feel like power?" I was like, "No, it feels like I did my job." You know, like I was successful.
Yeah.
But there's always an underlining thing with
something going on.
Yeah. So, but I don't do it for me. But if I don't do it, I don't feel right. Like I'm not happy. I'm like, dang, like
if she's not completely sexually fulfilled.
Yes, because that's what we came for. We came for fulfillment, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't do that, it's like, oh no.
So this brings me to another question then.
Yeah.
How do the men know that the woman is sexually fulfilled?
How do they know?
Yeah, how do they know?
Well, we don't always know, because we have all these great actresses out there.
I tell you. So, look, I've done it. Just so the dude can stop. It's like, okay, Lord, he's not going to stop until.
Wait, I've done that? Or I'm like, I have ED. It's not you, it's me.
What's ED?
Erectile dysfunction.
No, you don't.
I know I don't.
No, but
I've said that. I'm like, she tried everything. I'm like,
she's passed out. Enough already. Yeah. I'm good.
Do men fake it? Yo,
do men fake it? Tania, that's an excellent question.
I think that's a very, very few men fake it.
Love with spirit is just sex.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Love with spirit or love without spirit, Dwayne?
Yeah, love without spirit. Yeah.
So for me, I definitely have faked it.
You have faked having an orgasm?
What? Yeah.
That's hard for a man to fake an orgasm.
No, it's not. You squeeze everything. You're like, God, oh God. Yeah, without doing that's what I thought you meant. Well, the thing with me is this. The thing with me is this. That, you know, due to what we're gonna be showing in the magic of love and everything.
Yeah.
But I know how to withhold my ejaculation and I know how to push back my orgasm. So if I'm with someone, they know that. So if I fake it physically, they don't have to see the sperm because I hold it back anyways.
You know how to do
I know how to hold it back anyways.
The non-ejaculatory orgasm.
But there's some
about the neos.
Yeah, there's times. I mean, in the past. All right, I'm talking about in the past where there.
In your former life, before you.
No, when I was younger. Before I transformed.
I call that right. That's my former life.
No, I mean when I was younger, I've had it. You know, because at those times I wasn't spiritual, so I had interactions in college with people that I shouldn't have had, and sometimes I saw something, and I was like, "Ooh, I want that." Then when I went with it, it was like, "Oh, this is not gonna happen." Yes, Greg, I've done that, Greg.
Exactly.
Greg, hey, look, I'll tell you the story real quick, Greg. It was this girl from school school had just started. And I was like, oh Lord, I can't talk to her about that right now. So she knew one of my friends, and one of my friends said, she's asking about you. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking we're gonna talk. Oh no, she was ready for me to go home with her.
Okay.
Now I'm in the cafeteria in college, you know, and the guys are like, oh yeah, Roberto, you know, do your thing, Rico. I'm like, oh Lord.
Rico Suave.
Yeah, I was like, it's all good because I like her anyways. When we got there, it was crazy. First of all, she told me she had like 4 or 5 kids. I was like 18, I think. I was like 18.
How old was she?
She was in college. She was probably like in her 20s, early 20s.
21. Then she had 5 kids.
Then she showed me a picture of her husband who had just got out of jail the day before.
Oh,
I'm in there.
Not going
exactly. Down. I was like, what? And I wasn't like this.
Not going
in college,
down.
I was like kind of brolic, you know, because I played baseball. Yeah. So I was in shape. I'm like,
I ain't fighting this
first of all, 5 kids. I was like, how old is the youngest? Because all these heads just. I mean,
came through this.
Yeah, I'm not working with a pillow. I ain't small, but I'm not working with a pillow. So after all of this, right? After all of this, I'm like, I'm already here. Let me go to work. So
I'm already here. Let me go to work. Well, I'm here. I'm gonna go in.
She starts bringing out fruits. Whipped cream. I was like, oh Lord, this is not gonna happen. I was like, then we got into it. Now remember, I'm like 18, 19. I think I was 18, about to be 19. My birthday's in February. So then when she's like 21. So you know, at that age, I'm messing with like young or older women, but that are like intact. When I took everything off, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. So, no, Greg, I was not trying to make a thing. But at the 5, I was like, she must have breastfed all 5 of them, too. Now, don't judge me. This is what I was thinking when I was 19. So,
because the movies wasn't still way up there. Wow.
It wasn't even about that because I'll tell you what, like, I respect that. And it's great, but I mean, I was 19. I didn't know. So I'm telling you what I was thinking. And back then I was like, OMG. So that girl tried everything and it would not get up. And I didn't know. I wanted to just leave. So I told her, just stop trying. I have ED. She started crying.
Oh.
She was like, if you had ED, you would have never came. I was like, damn, she got me. So wait. But you know, I'm quick with it. So I was like, I thought you were gonna be the one to fix it.
Man, you are nasty with your
I thought you were gonna fix it. I have it. You know, I'm sorry. It's not you.
But even
It's
you,
me.
it's me.
Let me get my
The
clothes
famous,
on.
it's not you, it's me.
It's me.
That line is famous.
It's me. And then with the suit, it's me. It's not
me.
you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not.
So
It's
men do fake it. Men do fake it. I don't know how many men fake it because I find that pretty hard to believe because we're so penal centralized and physical.
Centralized.
Yeah, I mean, if we
there's a penile centralization.
If the wind is blowing fast enough, the wind can get it done. If you outside and you pull it out and the wind is handling it, I mean, we can have an orgasm. But yeah, they do fake it. Men do fake it.
Men fake it, but only the men who can do the neos, the non-ejaculatory orgasms, can fake it, or can any man fake it? I was just asking.
We can never say that. No, we can never say that.
Okay.
You know, that's a no because everybody has their own thing.
But how can you fake an orgasm for a man? I'm unclear on how that happens.
Well, I just thought of one way right now, and I never done that. Well, maybe I thought about it. I mean, you could do that. I mean, women, how many of you have sex, and when he comes, you're checking the condom immediately? No. Sometimes you check it after. So, I mean, he could pull it out, turn around, and like spit in it or something, and just be like, yeah, this way is like, oh, let me throw this out. And from a flash, I'm sure that guys do it. I mean, nothing's impossible in this world.
Very interesting. Because my experience has always been that something happens after, right? Like, after the man comes, then there's this, like, exhaustion sort of that comes, and there's this, like, sort of experience of, like, maybe... If they're still in, then I don't want to get too graphic.
You can.
Here.
They're still in the vagina?
Yeah, if they're still in, then it goes down. Yeah. So there's this change from being rock hard.
He said they start snoring.
They start snoring. Look, D.L. Hughley said, pussy is a tranquilizer. He said that's how that's exactly right. They be snoring. And he said, hey, forget about it. He said, don't let me have a turkey sandwich and pussy. I'll be in a damn coma.
Yo,
you know, it's
so
like a change.
Back to your topic.
Because I'm an energetic person too.
I'm gonna
feel all this energy.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. No, because I'm an energetic person too.
Yeah,
and I put energy into it.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing.
What's the other
that
thing?
I've done?
Uh-oh.
Just squeeze, because when you're holding it back, you're squeezing certain muscles. So when you squeeze it, all right, the penis is pumping. So you can pump your penis like it's coming. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what those things do anyway. Those toys do. They pump the penis, and that's how it gets a little more.
Well, that's pulling blood up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This is the muscle that you have down there that you can tighten it. And like if a man has an erection and he tightens it, it'll move.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Or it should move if he has control of it. If not, you definitely have to go to this retreat.
You definitely gotta go to the retreat. He'll teach you how to do it.
We need. Well,
I don't have a penis, so that's not my purview.
Well, I want to hear about Jesus and his love for
That's
us.
not my purview.
I got what on my mind? I didn't hear. She wants to hear Jesus and the love for that we got for him because she got something on her mind.
Okay, shout out to my little bro. Who's your little bro? It's
Edwin. What's up, Ed?
Is that your brother?
Yeah, it's my brother. What's up, Ed?
Hey! The Wizard's brother.
The love of Jesus.
The love of Jesus.
Yes,
is
really
the
all
only
of
love.
this. It's the only love.
The love of loves. It's the love of God, right?
Yes.
That is what Tantra talks.
Yes. Because she wants to hear about the love of Jesus that Jesus has for us. So the dude said on Tantra Talks. Well,
yeah, we talk about all that on Tantra Talks.
Yes, it is the most important. And it's the only love. And this is all under Jesus' umbrella.
It sure is.
So if we're talking about Tantra Talks, we're talking about all of that.
And this is a show about spirituality anyway.
Yeah. It is. Mm-hmm. It is. Spiritual Tantra.
Yeah, definitely.
So
now let's go to the differences between men and women. We've talked about the communication. We've talked about the emotional, mental. We've talked about sexuality. How about money? That's a big one. Men and women and their money. What do you find? What have your observations been about that?
Why don't you give us your observations? You must have something on
Clearly,
your mind
I
to
have
bring
some.
money out of nowhere. To bring money in it.
You know why? Because I was a financial advisor for 7 years at American Express. So there's a
Exactly.
so you know,
So
there's like
you could head this department right
oh
now.
my goodness, I've seen so many couples and couples that come together when it comes to the money, they always get the opposite. Like you always get a saver with a spender. You always get a person who
I believe that.
You always see the opposite. And what I notice about that emotional needs that men have. What are the most important? Oh, what are the most important emotional needs that men have?
You think a
I'll
man
let you offer.
who always wants to get has a lack of
go
conscience.
Dutch.
I don't want to say that. I don't like to go Dutch, and honestly, I'm really bad with it because Tanya, I'll get back to you, and I'm really bad with going Dutch only because the way I was raised, and I'm very old school. But I like to take care of people around me.
He does. He takes care of people really well.
So for me,
you take care of all your people really
so
well.
for me, if I can't pay for something, I'm not inviting somebody out. I'm not inviting a woman out anywhere if I'm not going to take care of her. Now, if we end up going Dutch or something, if I get talked into it, because the thing is, we're related in spirit.
Are you guys related? Yeah, we are.
But let's answer the last question.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I got a little thrown off by the comment. So it depends, because one thing that I do believe in is that as a man, you can't be macho, and you have to. Part of it is pleasing your partner. So part of it is if your woman wants something and you can provide it, or let's suppose I don't have any money and she wants to go to the movies, I can't deny her of that pleasure. You know what I mean? Or I can only pay Dutch, and she says, no, I just want the experience. Let's go. You can't deny her of that pleasure. You know what I mean? So we can't be macho with it or be selfish with it. You know. But what I do believe and what I grew up with is I don't go out with a woman or invite a female out. And I don't care if it's my cousin, my mom, my sister. If I'm not going to be able to pay the bill, I'm not going to do it. I would say, well, let's spend time at home or whatever it is. That's just me. But I don't get into all that in the sense of man and woman, because I really believe that we're all equal in that sense. And I think that you have to find your own happiness and balance within that relationship. What do you say?
I like it because if the person who I was taught that the person who's doing the inviting is the one who's paying.
Yeah, if not, don't invite.
Hello.
Because you could leave her at home or me at home.
Hello, right? So if the person made it up and women inviting, and I'm not so much into those traditional roles of the man has to pay, the woman has to pay, all that kind of stuff. I'm more fluid with my stuff, but I think I'm more progressive and more, I'm kind of fluid with a lot of my things. I'm fluid with sexuality. I'm fluid with the, you know, what men should do, what women should do. I don't have a lot of shoulds in those kinds of, I don't think men should pay all the time. I don't think women should pay all the time. I think whoever is, flow with it. You know, there's a flow in relationships. And in relationships, you know when you're in a relationship with a person who gives. You give, he gives, it's beautiful. Or you give and she gives, it's beautiful. You also know when you're in a relationship with someone who is not giving and you're giving, then you're going to feel a problem, like our deck. I'm going to get the cards. Readings. And
Christian, you said what are some beginner tips? Just inbox us and we'll give you some specific stuff. And ask us specifically what you want. And to Tania, you said what was one of the most emotional needs of a man?
That was a good question.
I'm going to go into generalization. I mean, we have to look at what men are. I mean, first of all, the culture.
What are men? You said
the
what
culture.
Men are? What are men?
Yeah. So the culture is a huge thing. The culture is a big thing. We're really
related. Yeah.
TT Pine, we're related in spirit.
Yeah, we have spiritual partnership.
We're related in spirit. So
spiritual partnership.
Yeah. So Tania, like it depends, but what I will tell you in a general consensus type of thing, if you look at the man and his family or his relationship with his mother, you'll see more or less what he needs. Because most of the time, the man's needs are mixed with the culture and their relationships. Because as men, for some of us, it's like some of my family. Like I grew up in the same home with my brothers and my sisters. My brother was always trying to make it clear to me what our economic status was, and I was oblivious to it because it didn't affect me. I didn't care if I was poor or not, if I had a car or not. I had an excuse for everything, a reason. Can you buy a car? And I would say, I live in New York. I don't need a car.
Right. We don't need cars.
He's trying to get this point across to me. You know what I mean? He's trying to get the point. And it wasn't working. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't need it. I don't see it. So everyone is different and their needs are different. So if you look at their relationship and their upbringing, then you can kind of see what it is. But for most men in a general sense, is usually love. You know what I mean? It's usually love because men have so much on their shoulders that they have to be the head. They have to be the leaders. And all men can be the head of the household. All men can be leaders. I've seen. Nice. That's nice. So love. all men love is usually it. And love usually combats everything.
Wow.
Because under that, we're looking at insecurities. We're looking at things that happen. Fear of failure, fear of loss of love, and all these standards that you have to live up to, kind of, you know? And I think that that's what pushes a lot of people away from becoming leaders or roles or being the manly man, because they can't cut it and it's not good enough, and they think they have to be something else. Like, no, you don't. You just be yourself.
That's right. Love combats everything.
Yes, right.
Actually, we can change that word from combats to conquers. Love conquers all.
It does conquer all.
Doesn't it conquer all? At the end of the day, there's only one thing that's real. My friend Lance Painter says, only love is real. Everything else is an acid trip. And I said, well, I never did acid. Lance, he said, well, I did plenty of it in the 70s, so I know. I said, okay, I trust you. I never did acid. I don't know what that's about.
Oh my gosh.
But somebody has somebody that's ready to come into their life. A fiery man is getting ready to come into someone's life.
Oh God. Am I gonna meet one of y'all? Because I'm fiery.
I was going to say, this is you. And this was haunting me. This card was haunting me for so long. And this is one of the court cards. And the court cards means that there is someone coming, like the knight, the queen, the page, the king. Those four, it means that. Let's put it up here. Put the camera for everyone. We're on all the channels. So we got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a fiery dude. But what I love about the Knight of Wands is that he's on a quest. All the knights are on a quest. And this knight, he's on a quest for truth and justice. Spiritual truth. Because
then we just saw, who did you pull that card for?
Ooh,
that sounds like a conversation.
Right, from earlier. I was like, okay,
I'm coming for you, universe.
Yeah, this night, because this is the Wand night. This is a part of being a love you give.
Yes, and a part of love you have to earn. You're absolutely
you don't have
right,
to earn
Dwayne.
love. You don't have to earn love.
Well,
love is your birthright.
Well, I think that he's talking about earning it from a man, person who you're meant to be. There's such a person, so many. Ooh, so many. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
that's what we're hearing.
Definitely have a lot of soulmates.
My ear just started ringing. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Is this about that OBE?
Is
this about the OBE again from last week? The outer body experience. You're not the only one with an outer body experience. I'm sure there's another fan. But I think what Dwayne was saying about a part of love you have to earn. It's about earning the trust, respect, and because that's then when you'll be open to giving that love. So that's probably what he's saying.
Could be. Because one thing we must understand about love is, and because you are alive, you are loved. Because you are in existence, you are made of love, you are an aspect of love, and you are loved. And you are lovable because you exist. That's like baseline. There's nothing that you need. There is nothing to add to it. You don't have to try to get love from outside. You don't have to look for love. You are love. You are the love you have been seeking all your life. You are it.
Yeah, totally.
And when we know that we are the love that we have always been seeking, we stop seeking it. And then you simply be it. Be the love.
Christian Keys. will
You don't
love
have to earn
come
love. It's
naturally?
not out there somewhere.
Will love come naturally, or do we have to work for it?
No, you don't have to work for anything. You don't have to work for love.
You
You
do.
are love.
You do have to work for love.
Yeah, you think you have to work for love?
No, but I'm going in a different angle.
Okay,
you know?
go ahead.
You know, always got
Go
love.
with it. That's
You're
right.
absolutely right. She's right. You don't have to work for love. You have to work for love in the sense of you need to fix your stuff.
Yes.
Because a lot of times we want to find. That's like I sometimes have a client talking about, well, I need somebody who's making this and this and that.
Are you making
And
this and this and
they
that?
need
right?
to look like this, and I want them to have
Oh,
your
thank
hair
you.
and my nose,
Thank you.
and I want them to have my neighbor's elbow and her pinky. I was like, well, when you
And a
find
car
that
like
person,
this, and this tall, and
when
this
you find
this,
that
this,
person, let us all know, because that means we're all in La La Land. So you have to earn it in the sense of you need to be in the right place. You need to be in the right place and in alignment with yourself so that you can receive the love that you're gonna get. When we're out of alignment and when we're not in tune and when we're not don't have that solid foundation and we don't even understand or love ourselves, we usually get things that seem like love, but it's not. It's a tragedy and a wreck waiting to happen.
Would it be all right if there is a reading? Yeah, we got a reading for you.
You want a reading? Is that for her?
Yeah. Here's another thing about this love, because I see someone said something about love. Remember, love is. You are loved because you exist.
Yes.
Inherent in your existence is love. You're literally made of love.
Yes.
So all this looking for love and trying to find love and trying to get love, and it's not something outside of you. You are it. It's almost like saying, I wish I could find some ice cream. I wish I could find some ice cream. That's like an ice cream, a bowl of ice cream saying that to itself. I wish I could find some ice cream. You are ice cream. What most people have not realized is that they themselves are, you are the love. You are it.
And when you are love, meaning when you find that within yourself, you find it easy.
Yes.
You find it easy.
Yes.
Thank you for You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome, Keys.
Yes.
But this is the other part. When you find it, you will know what love is when it's in front of you.
Yes.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example.
Oh my God, yeah.
Any Latinos out there? If anything, say yes. Any black people, African, South African, Australian, American. When you see somebody, let's do this. Yes, let's do this. If you put me in Poland, let's suppose, right? When you put me in Poland, there aren't a lot of Dominicans like me, right? When I see a Dominican, I'll probably lose my mind. Like, I love this.
Yes. Like a black person.
Yes,
seeing
love flows naturally. Yeah.
In the middle of a whole white sea.
Or like when, each other or like when you're
doing a nod.
Yeah. When I was in Abu Dhabi, you see an American and you're automatically connected.
Yes.
Oh, what's up? What's going on, brother? It don't matter if you're black or not.
Right. Just
we all black now. We all, yeah. So there you go, Server and Spit Wolf.
Latino.
Split Wolf. So when we see a Latino Split Wolf, we go nuts, right? If we're in the mountains in West Bumblefucker, West Alabama, you see a Latino, you're like, oh yeah,
oh, man,
Cubana, Lucinda. You're like, oh yeah, Cuba. Acera. Oye, que lo que pasa aquí? What you doing over here? Oh, so just how you get that excitement, that's because you know your own, right? Because you know your own. So you know your own. So when you know love and you are love and you see it, it's going to be like, boom. So that's when you're going to find it.
It's so true.
Acere.
Oh, my God. What does acere mean?
Esa vaina, oye, Fidel está bien, oye, la cosa está malísima, está de pinga, bro.
Oh,
that's how Cuban stuff. Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans.
My son's beloved is Puerto
Rican. Tú tienes un cajo cojo. Oye, yo soy de Boricua también. Yo sé hablar como los Boricua. Pero, and Dominicans, we be like, Dominicans be like, oye, ¿qué es lo que, bro? ¿Qué tú haces aquí? ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Oye, pero tú eres cubana. ¿Qué está pasando con esa vaina? Oye. But anyways, so when you, it takes real to recognize real. Yeah. So love will recognize love.
Sure.
We're always looking for it outside. We need to find it within, because when you get it and someone else has it, it's gonna be like, wow, boom. because you have it, and you're gonna be allergic to non-love.
Woo!
You're gonna be allergic to it. You're gonna be
I need to tweet that.
You're gonna be like,
ooh,
oh
I
God,
need to tweet
that isn't
that.
love. That's like if you drink milk.
I'm gonna be allergic to non-love.
Yeah,
I
that's
need
like
to
if you
tweet
hashtag.
Hashtag.
That's like if you're gonna get a glass of milk and somebody hands you water.
It's like, no, it's
Like,
not
this isn't it.
This is not it.
Oh, drink this orange juice.
See why you have to find it.
Drink this orange juice. No.
Wow. See, that's why you have to find it within yourself. Yay! Reading our comments.
Victor Mueller.
You know, the other thing is too. Let's not get love mixed up with relationship. You are love, but now when you go into a relationship, you have to work on that sucker, right? You don't have to work on love, because love already knows what to do. And in the presence of love, everything is healed, everything is conquered, everything is taken care of. If we're not blocking the love, denying the love, limiting the love will take care of everything. The love will heal everything. But now in a relationship, you do have to work on that. You don't have to work on love, because you are love. You must work on yourself in the relationship so that you are always allowing the love to express and not allowing that egoic nature to shut down the love. The egoic nature is alive, and the ego is based in fear, rooted in fear and lack of action. Therefore, the ego only knows about the five senses. It doesn't know anything about God. So it only knows less sex right now. Forget about the repercussions or the consequences.
I hear you. I see you. I feel you.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know nothing about nothing else. Well, let's say a prayer. What's a prayer? I don't know. Why do we need that?
Yeah.
Right? The egoic nature. Once you had it, you know what you will not accept. Yes. Yes. From then on. Absolutely.
And just imagine if you don't even know what it is, how do you know the mess you're gonna find probably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better to, right? That gets really bad. Better to be still and know. Be still. Go within and search within yourself for that love. Sit in meditation. This is how I found it, because I was all so busy looking for love in all the wrong places. Had my feelings on my sleeve. Somebody come along, they could break my heart just like that. A little boy in school liked me. The next day he don't like me. My heart is all broken. Guess what? No. That doesn't happen if you know that the love is right here, right? And even if you do go off, because I do go off. I'm not perfect with this. I go off. Then you can bring yourself back to center. You don't stay off, right? I've had some explosive moments. I've had some explosive moments with you. The explosive moments that we care not to, like moments, right? Just crashing moments,
butting heads.
No. Like my emotional moments and outbursts and
outbursts.
And
we've had some outbursts.
We've had that. That's not pretty. It's not cute.
That's how we know we friends forever.
OMG. So it's not a perfected, practice yet. That's why I'm still on planet Earth. However, if you can bring yourself back to love, it's gonna heal it. A Course in Miracles teaches that relationships are the temple of the Holy Spirit. You good by yourself, boo. Mm-hmm. You ain't got no issues by yourself. You by yourself, everything is peachy, isn't it? You by yourself, everything is peachy. You're not jealous. You're not insecure. You're not unhappy. Maybe you're gonna, sometimes people might get lonely or whatever. But when you're by yourself, you don't have any issues, and you can easily think. Egos do get in the way of love, absolutely, and you can easily think that you're enlightened when you spend a lot of time by yourself. Oh, but let Spirit send you a relationship, any kind of relationship, even a spiritual partnership such as this one, right? Let Spirit send you a spiritual partnership. A relationship, any kind of relationship that starts to dig into your stuff. Oh, you will see how unenlightened you really are, real quick. Quick.
Like, we have a spiritual partnership, spiritual accountability. And then it'd be like, goodness, we're just friends.
I don't like you no more.
But I love you.
I love you.
And we're best friends forever. We'll talk tomorrow.
I'll see you later. And we have been like this. Really, we have been in relationship in times. I don't even know how many lifetimes. Do you know how many lifetimes?
No, I didn't count.
I don't count.
Next time we meditate, let's go back.
Let's go back to all our lifetimes.
Either let's ask somebody.
Because it's insane.
Yeah, but
We got another card. We want to go with it? Or you were about to answer a question?
I was, but it's okay. You can go.
Oh my God. We got the Hangman. Somebody is unsure of their relationship. You're in limbo. You're in limbo about your relationship. Ooh, you tire yourself out. Yeah, somebody's in limbo about their relationship. So let's see the Hangman. And the message of the Hangman is, oh, that's me. That's you in
yes, Dwayne.
Limbo about your relationship. Yeah, make a decision. Make a decision. This message is now, normally the Hangman is more about seeing things from a different perspective, about changing your outlook. Flipping it, reversing it.
I gotta talk to Dwayne after this. Dwayne, I got you. Go ahead.
But this time, this is about indecision. Make a decision. Go for Dwayne.
Dwayne, yes, it can happen, and I'll tell you why. You can be married, right? Because this is another thing that, for you guys who believe in different lives and stuff like that, and you generate and you plan things out so you can meet again in another lifetime. Now, the thing is this, that it all depends what universe you're in and the timing of it, okay? You could have a soulmate who might just be your sister or your brother. I doubt it, but it could be. It could be a cousin of yours. It could be a Valerie. That doesn't mean you're going to go have sex with her, you know what I'm saying, or with your cousin or anything like that. The timing is what changes it or not. And there's actually some people who might be soulmates and who, guess what? Who might be soulmates. There's some soulmates that can't even get along.
Very true.
Those kindred flames.
And the twin flame.
Twin flames, they can't get along. And it's not that you don't love them and you're not connected. It's the timing is off. That person is in another body. It might be two men, and you're like, I'm not into men,
right.
But y'all got this thing going, and y'all might just be competitive against each other, but you can't keep away from each other.
Yeah.
So it changes. It doesn't have to be a man or a woman. So yeah, it's very possible, man. And when that happens, you just need to find a way to make it all okay, you know, because you could be married and have a soulmate or a spiritual partner, or your soulmate could be your brother or your sister. Like, I'm super, super connected to my sister, whether we're upset or not or whatever. I have a brother too that, I mean, I'm connected to all my family. I love everybody. But like, there's certain things and certain connections that, like, you know, it's from somewhere else. And so you can have it, but it just depends on the time. And if you're lucky, you'll marry one of those people and you'll always be happy. But that doesn't mean that you don't have these connections. It's just, you know, we have our worldly laws and our rules and things that how you're going to have things or not.
And I don't know, from my perspective, I don't know if marrying a person is lucky, because I have been very unlucky in marriage, but very lucky in love. Yes, you can have many soulmates. I saw the question, can you have more than one soulmate? Of course. You can have many soulmates. And then there are souls that travel in clusters, like lifetime over lifetime. And usually your kids.
They're like, oh, we're going in.
Family. Yeah.
Come on, we're going in.
Come on, yeah. Because you don't do this thing by yourself,
Yeah.
even when you're on the other side, right? And when you're on the other side, you have a soul cluster. And this clan, you travel lifetime over lifetime with this soul clan. And this one may come in this time as your husband, this one as your wife, this one as your mother, this one as your child. You change places in different lifetimes. This one is a great friend. Yet you will recognize. Have you ever seen that movie? Oh, what was the name of that movie? There's this movie that shows this. It is the best movie I've ever seen about this. I'm going to get the name of that movie. The one we were going to watch when we were in Sedona, but we all three fell asleep. Me, you, and Dr. Jatea. There was that movie. Oh, man, what was the name of that movie? Remember, with Tom Hanks, Halle Berry.
Dr. Jatea, can you remind us?
Dr. Jatea was with us. Oh, man. Oh, what is the name of that? But this particular movie showed it so perfectly. Soul after soul after soul, lifetime over lifetime over lifetime. And this movie is incredible. It is an incredible movie. And it's one of the best movies I've ever seen for that. But the soul connection, you are, that's beyond human. even our meeting is beyond human. Like, I didn't even know you existed on the other side of the world. Why would I even think about connecting with you? I didn't know who you were.
Talking about meditating.
Right. Well, how would that happen?
God's work.
That was from soul. That wasn't. That's not a human thing.
Yeah.
Because it's beyond what the humans can do. It is a soul thing. And so there you have it. We ready for our next card, or where there was?
If you popped it off, then you got.
Pow! Someone is experiencing Cloud Atlas. Thank you. Did you see that movie? Oh my!
No, I didn't see it because people fell asleep.
We fell asleep because we were so exhausted.
I didn't fall asleep.
Oh my God! You saw your baby before she was all yet. You saw that movie.
Now it's bad.
Oh my God! Can you pull my tarot card? Yes, Christian.
Yes, Dwayne.
We have it right here.
Is that Christian's card?
Cloud Atlas. That's his Christian's card.
Is this Christian's card or is it the next card?
This is Christian's card right here. Because it came for it before he did ask for it. It was waiting. It was waiting. It was waiting. It's true that our souls don't record time, but record spiritual growth. And this is, ascension. Yeah, ascension. And then when your soul knows what is coming in to work on, I call it divine destiny plan. Your divine destiny plan, you're in spirit realms and you're working out what you next need to ascend. Because the soul wants one thing, God. That's it. The soul doesn't want sex, food. As a matter of fact,
that's our mind and body.
It's really true. Unless you're using sex to go to God, then your soul loves that. That's why we talk about Tantra, right?
And sex magic.
And sex magic. That gets you to
God.
God.
Magic of love.
So that's like
get that sex magic.
That is a perfect combination. But your soul cares about one thing and one thing only, God, right? As a matter of fact, it even says that the more uncomfortable your body is, the more your soul is growing. Have you ever heard of the spiritual time zone? No, but I do know that with soul, there's no time, right? Yeah. There's no time. There's no time in spirit. There's no time in spiritual growth. So when your soul is making up this story on the other side, right? It's determining what it wants to do in this lifetime.
Hi, Becky.
Hey.
Sorry.
And if it's, let's say it's forgiveness, then you are going to have some big thing that you're going to plan that's going to be so terrible for you as a human, but as a soul, it's going to be like great for you, right? But we don't get that when we are really terrified, when we're really having a hard time as a human, that's when your soul is growing the most.
And before we pull that card, yes, you're right about the time. And that's why in those realms, time is not, they're not aware of time. If you have a spirit helper, that's what some people say, can I get the number to the lotto? They don't know when it. They might give you the
numbers, but
they don't know when.
Yeah.
You better play that every day for the next 10 years because you don't know when. Or, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to go about it. And with your meditation and your rounds. But before we go to the next card, I do want to remind people that we want to start pushing some of you guys over to the Witch and the Wizards.
Absolutely.
To the Witch and the Wizard. So that
YouTube channel.
Like shout out to my man Victor.
Yeah.
Victor Mulero. Okay. Arroz con pollo. You're at the Witch and the Wizards, and
is that chicken and rice? That's what you just said?
Yes, I did. He talked about rice and chicken. So when I look down, I'm reading some of his questions or some of his comments. He's Puerto Rican, Boricua.
Boricua.
My man, 50
what does
grand.
Boricua mean? Boricua.
Morena.
I love that song. What is Boricua?
Boricua is what we call Puerto Ricans.
Oh, Boricua.
Yeah.
And Morena is
Morena
black
means,
people?
yes, black people. But it's a black woman.
It's a Morena.
She's saying a black Puerto Rican.
Boricua. Morena. Christian Key, this is your card. True and complete happiness. This is overflowing happiness. Complete happiness, 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 happiness in your relationship. Happiness. If you're not experiencing it now, it is very soon to come. Happiness, 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 happiness. Gift of spirit. This is one of the cards that truly portends extreme happiness in your relationship. And fulfillment. It's a card of extreme fulfillment. And the beauty of this card is it's a gift from heaven. And gifts from heaven do not get rescinded, do not get taken back. It is a beautiful, beautiful card. I need to tweet that.
Tweet that.
Tweet that. Tweet that. Also, while you're watching on The Witch and the Wizard and on Valerie Love, smash that like button, baby. Smash that share button, baby. You know
subscribe if you haven't.
Smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get the notifications.
On all of them. And actually,
ding, ding, hit
Actually, I need to get started with Roberto Amato.
Ooh, yes.
So I'm gonna start sending links also as well, because I need some of you to show me some love, and I'm gonna have some other stuff. You know how we do.
We know how we do. Are we ready to wrap up on this happiness? And also, what I want to say about this card is, remember, aces are beginnings, and this is the beginning. So the ace shows you the seed. It's not in full potentiality yet. It's still in seed potential, this extreme happiness in your relationship. So treat it that way. Seed. Your seed of great happiness and fulfillment. Woo! Cup runneth over.
Hey, Becky.
One more card?
Yeah.
For all of us?
Becky Lee. I like Becky Lee's comment.
Becky Lee. Oh, what did she say? Oh, it's lit everywhere. I'm subbed. Come on, Becky. Thank you for
Becky
the
Lee.
sub, Becky. Thank you for the sub. All right. So do a final card. Ooh. And this one is going to be for whoa. Some trickery is going on.
Nice, Kalia.
Some trickery is going on.
Oh, I didn't read that part.
Some trickery is going on with someone.
Some trickery is going on.
Some trickery is going on. Some unfair fighting is going on. Unfair. That's a fight that's not fair. And you know, in the deck of tarot, you know about that?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
In the book of tarot, the suit of the swords is the most problematic one because it represents mental. So we have mental, spiritual, emotional, physical. The most problematic one is mental. That's the swords. You see all the problem cards is in the swords. Go.
No, you're gonna show it.
All swords. Swords. This five of swords says there's some hanky-pankies going on, some unfair fighting, some even some disappointment, some heartbreak. Look at this guy, really
You're not pressing, Christian.
But this guy, he's not, he's not really fighting fair. He's not fighting fair. That's not good. Not good.
Kristen, did you ask if we work with crystals?
Crystals.
Either send it on the Witch and the Wizard, because I have it here, and I can read your question longer, because here it just flashes.
Yeah, because we're on the app, so these comments are flying by on the apps. So if you look at this,
yes, we love our crystals.
Ooh, are we on?
Christian, we love our crystals.
We love the crystals.
If you can see, we can't flip the camera now because they're all tied up. But she keeps the crystals on the deck.
On the Bible. I'll slide them over.
Well, I don't want you to have to leave. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We might have to do a little show on it or something. Or Christian, you might have to come and we might just send you a video of it. But yes, we love our crystals.
We love the crystals. You saw us at the crystal shop. Oh my goodness,
we
was getting our life in that crystal shop. We was in there for
There's no crystal shop I don't stop at.
There's another swords
card.
This? No, these are.
Oh, you're showing them the swords.
Yeah, and then when you look at this swords card, you see the man is laying in the ground with 10 swords in his back. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? It's just overkill. So what we know is the swords problematic suit. When you pull swords, you done gone a little askew in your thinking and get your thinking right. Okay, that's what the swords represent. All right, are we ready to wrap up the show? This has been a delicious show. The differences between men and women, and of course, moving into soulmates and twin flames. One thing I can say about twin flame, people are always looking for your twin flame, but when I found my twin flame in the father of my daughter, it was it's one of the hardest relationships ever, the twin flame relationship. So be careful what you ask for. And then soulmates, oh my God, the soulmates relationships really take you and your soul to such high places. Let's wrap up. What's your closing comments on the differences between men and women and all we've talked about in this show, this episode of Tantra Talks with the Witch and the Wizard? We're so happy you're here. So happy you're here. What you want to wrap up with?
I'm so sorry. I'm answering.
Oh, you answer the questions. Okay, so I am going to give you. I love your energy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. One of our viewers asked. Okay, so
Thank you for switching over, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for subscribing.
The Wizard. We love you. So grateful for you.
Yes. So my thing is the biggest difference between a man and a woman.
Oh, Dwayne, thank you, Dwayne.
Wonderful. Love you, Dwayne. Dwayne, thanks for your comments. Dwayne, thank you for your comments and thank you for your questions. You're amazing. All of you guys are amazing. And you guys,
amazing.
Yeah, we're always looking to do a half-hour show and we go over because you guys are great. You have questions. You're participating. I love it. It's like you guys are in our living room. It's amazing. So my thing is, the biggest difference between a man and a woman is a little DNA and a lot of socialization. Boom. There you go. Because I don't like to get into the stereotypical stuff, but the world that we're in, and as open as we are, and how wise we're getting, you really have to study a person to see what's really making them turk and tweak. You can look at astrologies and you can look at things and get some bases, and you can get some really good direction and some really good cues and stuff like that. But everything is like subjective. Everything is a case by case scenario. So for me, I take everything like a new experience, man or woman. I'm usually not friends with a lot of men anyways, except for our men on this show, because you guys are amazing. You guys are always asking the right questions, great questions, fearless, talking. I love that.
Love it.
That
commenting.
That's what I like. I love the interaction. I love the growth. I love the pool. I love to ponder. I like to think. All of that. Yeah. The brain. We're talking about the brain.
Yeah.
Yes, we do, Dwayne. You're amazing. You do a great job at that.
And lastly, next week we already have the topic. One of our viewers on The Witch and the Wizard asked for the topic.
Ooh.
So here's the topic for next week. Are we ready? Do we want to announce that topic?
We could. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, we're going to expand on it a little bit probably, and which we usually do. We usually start somewhere and we have what we're going to talk about.
Jumping off point, right?
But yeah, because we're all about you guys. We love you guys. So we're always feeling, and we're such feelers that we're always feeling where you guys are going and where you're taking us. So a lot of times we have a whole structure and we don't go there because it depends on what you need.
Yes. So our topic for next Sunday, be here at 11 p.m. next Sunday night.
Yes.
And come on over to The Witch and the Wizard, because we're going to set it up tonight for you.
Come on to The Witch and the Wizard, so I don't have to keep looking down here.
Yeah. Thank you,
Kayla.
Thank you. Here's the topic for next Sunday, 11 p.m. Tantra Talks. The next Tantra Talks live show is on why does the side chick get mad at the wife and not the husband? Explain. That's what our viewer asked.
And
we're like, come on, let's get it.
But you always know that we're always well-rounded here. Yes. So we're gonna look at all sides
spiritual,
of it. All sides of it.
First and foremost, with spirituality.
Because one of my questions when that comes up is like, why ain't you mad at yourself or
why are you mad at anybody?
You should already know the deal.
Hello.
And it's fine. We're not judging. If you want to be,
no,
we'll go into that. We'll go into that in the next one. But
that's a topic for next week.
But there's a lot of sides to that.
Woo! There's a lot that. Thank you, Valerie, for being such an inspiration.
Thank you, Miss Selena.
Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. All right, we're gonna wrap up. We love you, and we're The Witch and the Wizard is out.
Peace. Witch and the Wizard signing out.
Woo! Love y'all.
Love ya.
Wow. Oh, what an awesome show. What an awesome show. Thank you.
This one into psychosis, melosis.
It's having
this one into
a sleep nap, right? Oh, it's still showing. It's still playing.
Yeah.
It does not say nothing or do nothing crazy. It's people